Hey everybody, it's Lizzie. I just woke up and I want to show you something. Got a purpose of the video, but since I'm doing the video, I want to show you guys something super awesome. My shirt only has one strap. There. This is not meant to be a boob shot. It's just that's where the shirt is. So you see how it's ripping here. Well, that was happening over here, but it was like ripped that much, you know. So I just ripped off the strap. So that way I only have one strap. So my dad, every time I wear like a camisole, which is what they're called, I guess. I just used to call them tank tops, but people say no, they're called spaghetti straps, or they're called camisoles, so I just call them camisoles. Anyway, so my dad doesn't like this shirt because sometimes the shirt part will go down and then show off my bra. So he's like, that's not appropriate. And then anytime I wear any kind of cami, he's like, pull up your shirt, that's so inappropriate, blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's not like I'm doing it on purpose, it just kind of happened. Anyway, so he gave me his shirt to wear over my camis from now on. And I like it. I mean, it's nice. So it's now my shirt. Anyway, so now the purpose of my video. I was watching a video, and it was about this girl that I follow on here, or I subscribe to on here, and I follow on Twitter and on Daily Booth, which I don't know if anybody knows that site. I mean, probably a lot of people do, but anyway, and then I think I friended her on Facebook, or I liked her on Facebook, or something like that. Anyway, and she was talking about how she got the boot on her car, and there was this whole story and everything about everything that happened to get her the boot on the car, and how she got the boot off of her car and everything. So I decided to tell about my accident that I had. And it's a long story too, but that's okay because, because I said it was okay. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay because lots of people do it. Anyway, so on February 29th, I got in an accident in my car, which I had an Acura, which I'm going to actually detour from the story already, and it's only 2 minutes long. First I had a Taurus. That was the first car I got. I got that when I was 20, which was a year ago. Well, over a year ago because I'm over 21, but anyway, it was 2 years ago in February. Or a year ago February, or something like that. February of 2009, put it that way. So I got a car when I was with my son's father, and then, we broke up and everything, and then this last February, no, February of 10, sorry. February 10, and then this last February of 11, I met this other guy, and I let him drive my car. I mean, we were dating and everything, and I let him drive my car, and he ended up ruining it. Something happened to it and it wasn't working, and we're up in the middle of nowhere, so unbelievably in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we know where we were, but I mean, there's this small town on the coast, and then we were between this small town and this other small town that's 40 miles away over there, and up a mile or two up this road that leads to somewhere, but I don't know, is where we broke down. And he's like, oh, there's no transmission fluid. And I'm like, oh crap, what do we do? I don't have transmission fluid. Oh, no. That's not what he said. He told me to get the oil. Yeah. And so I said, okay. And he starts pouring the oil in the car. And I said, wait, you're putting it in the wrong spot. That's not where the oil goes. And he goes, oh, yeah, I'm putting it in the transmission. If you don't have transmission fluid, you can put oil in it. And that works. And so, and that works. And I said, okay, fine, whatever you say. Since his dad was a mechanic, sword. So anyway, so we tried to get it to work and it wouldn't go. Like, we put it in forward and it starts rolling backwards. Like, not like rolling, but like the tires are going, but it's ended up going backwards. They're going forward and like sliding backwards. And then you put it in reverse and it, goes backwards fine, right? So we had to push it to this place off the side of the road so no one hits it when they come around the corner. And then, so we had to walk down to the main road and hitchhike home with my son, okay? Because my dad didn't have the gas to come down and pick us up, and he didn't have the money to buy gas. And we're like 45-minute drive from where I live. So we're like, okay, crap, we have to hitchhike. So this lady picks us up. Thank God she did. And she's like, well, where are you guys going? And we're like, well, technically we have to go home to Lincoln City, but we'll go as far as you can. And she's like, well, just let me stop at my house and pick something up, and then I'll take you guys to Lincoln City. And I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, I wouldn't want you guys out on the side of the road with a baby. That's not right. And I said, thank you so much. So she took us home, and then other stuff happened, but I'm not going to tell you about that because that's a totally different story. But I will put a blog up about that. Anyway, so since my Taurus was ruined, I had to get an Acura, which, I mean, the Acura is cool. It was a 1990 Acura Legend, and they, it looked pretty cool, or not looked pretty cool, it worked pretty good, and, like, it had some cool features, like, it told you how many miles you had until you were empty, which it didn't work. Trust me, it so didn't work. It said that I had, like, 50 miles left, and I ran out of gas. I'm like, really? So I had to have my dad give me gas and stuff. But anyway, so, my dad just got home. Anyway, so, then I'm driving. Like I said, we were going to the horse stable, and they said, come back. So we went to the beach, and ran into a couple of my friends, well, our friends, and we were all driving past where the horse, place was, and there's a place on this road that's always like flooded with water, right? And I hit the water going too fast because I was trying to make a splash, which I was technically in the wrong lane to do it. This is our lane, and I was going in the lane that goes this way, but going that way, and I hit the water, hydroplaned into a guardrail, totaled my car. The two people in the back seat, they were fine because they were wearing their seatbelt, and me and my friend in the front seat were not wearing our seatbelt, and she was holding on to the handle, up here, and hit her head on the dashboard, and she she's got really bad back and neck, back and leg problems now, and I've got back and shoulder problems, and I got hit by the airbag. And I got pictures of the accident and my bruise, which that's not a big deal. I got like 171 pictures on here. I gotta find the stupid pictures. I think I'm almost there though. That's me and my friend that was in the accident. And then we got like Uber pictures of my son. Got like 500 of them. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Here's a picture of the front of the car. And pop the tire. And here's a close-up of the front of the car. Let's see if I can figure it out. Yep. Here's another picture. And it tore off the bumper on the other side. Well, not tore it off, but cracked the windshield. And there's the airbag. Yeah, like, it was scary. And that's the area that I hit. You can see the water barely, but you can see the water. And I left tire marks in the mud. And there's the piece of wood that was holding up the guardrail. See, I shattered that puppy. And that's where the guardrail was, but it's not there no more. Well, it is again, but and there's the guardrail. And that's it for that. Anyway, and then I don't think there's any more pictures. Anyway, so we had to go to the hospital for my friend, and sorry, we had to go to the hospital for my friend, and then when I was at the hospital, the police officer came up and talked to me, and he was like, well, I'm sorry, I have to give you some tickets. One for driving on the wrong side of the road, one for not wearing a seatbelt, and one for reckless driving. I could have given you more for reckless endangerment, but I'm not going to, but the judge might. So then I have, my court time, and I go to my court time, and I find out for my reckless driving, I could have ended up getting, wait, what am I saying? Oh, for my reckless endangerment is actual, like, where I need to have a lawyer kind of case. So, I go to that one first, and they're like, well, we'll just put all of them together, and here's your lawyer, and blah, blah, blah. So then I find out after I go and fill out the paperwork for getting my lawyer and stuff like that, and that's like a month later that I have to have my trial court date, and so after I fill out all the paperwork and stuff, I find out that I have to go do a book and release at the jail, which means that I just go in there, go in there in handcuffs, not behind my back, just in front of me, and then go and put my hands up, get first down, make sure that I don't have any weapons, go get my mugshot, and then get my fingerprints, and then I'm released. I mean, I was in there for all of 10-15 minutes. It's not like I had to go into a jail cell or anything. But that's another story. I have been in a jail cell. Well, like I said, that's another story. So then they just put all the tickets together on the one court date, and so after that I go home. I have to meet with my lawyer sometime.